welcome to Mates and Moments podcast. Here with me are Sunny.
Hello.
Jazzy.
Hi everybody.
And our very own lovable Vins.
Hey, and welcome.
Hey, so, yeah, boys, I just realised upon this recording, it's Eid al-Adha, or aka Big Eid. And yeah, I thought, this is such a big festival coming up compared to the smaller Eid, or the smaller brother Eid called Eid al-Fitr after Ramadan. And, people coming back from Hajj, I expect, celebrating the big occasion. All I know is there's just a lot of food, a lot of meat.
Yeah, there is.
A lot of sacrificing those livestocks there. I mean, yeah, I just thought, all those years of celebrating Eid, do you have any fond memories or anything that stands out for you on that particular day?
Well, first of all, I just want to say Eid Mubarak to all the listeners, and thanks for clicking on this video. Memories for Eid. I think the big one is obviously food. You mentioned obviously sacrificing of the animals. That's the big part of today's Eid. So really looking forward to enjoying that with the family and getting together. I guess it's the Muslim Christmas, so it's something that we always get together and enjoy.
Funny you should mention Muslim Christmas, right? It's like I recently realised last few years, I think it's a new generation thing, we're trying to put the importance of celebrating Eid and like actually putting decorations up in the house, whereas with Christmas holidays you have the trees and the dinner and the get-together. I think nowadays, being here as British Muslims, I think you're like, we should make that as a bigger occasion for the younger generation so that this is significant. It's not you're taking a day off from school or a day off from work just to go to the mosque. I mean, it's important anyway to perform your extra prayers or salah, and afterwards you go in a congregation or just go home, celebrate with family. But I think it should become more of that big occasion, so then children be like, it's just not a day off from school, I guess.
Yeah.
That's an incentive for them as well, right?
But you're right, being British has done that for us and for the younger generation to have decorations and enjoy the whole day rather than just the morning and the evening. It's an event throughout the whole day for children, and I think that aspect gets them excited for Eid. Yeah,
and I think some schools are slowly acknowledging that. I think some workplaces, they have a policy where you can swap a couple of bank holidays for those Eid days as one policy, for example. Not sure if it's in any of your line of works, boys?
Yeah, yes, it is for me.
Go on.
And although it'll pretty much you'll be by yourself working on that bank holiday with no one else working. So
you've actually done that?
It, but that's what I imagine it to be, I guess. I don't imagine anyone else working on a bank holiday apart from any other Muslims, I guess.
So Christmas, the August bank holidays, which ones did you tend to choose to be?
I haven't chosen one yet, but the option is available to take. Okay. But I can imagine it's going to be pretty quiet.
I mean, if I was to ever use it, I'll probably use it on Christmas, just because I'll always end up going home to a big meal anyway. So
I mean, I feel like, talking about the workplace and Eid, it was always hard to predict when obviously Eid is, and I think having your workplace flexible enough to provide you those options has helped. I think you just always have to explain, Islamic calendar different to the Gregorian calendar, so we need to, predict when Eid is and try to take multiple days off. And
just find that crescent moon. That's what it is.
Moon pinata.
Oh my goodness! It's just even the arguments you have in the family WhatsApp groups about when Eid is. It's like, we base it on Pakistan. Oh no, we base it on Saudi Arabia. Oh no, we base it on the nearest Muslim country,
or Morocco,
like Turkey, Morocco. It's like there's so many debates going on about when we should do it, and it's like something as trivial as that can get people potentially confused.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's all about family, as Dominic Toretto would say.
We still have to think about the calendar, Vinzy boy.
It's family.
Family. Well, you're Ben Diesel now.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll kind of chip in as well a little bit here. First of all, again, Eid Mubarak to you boys, and Eid Mubarak to everybody who's listening in. Thanks so much for kind of listening in and taking the time to kind of listen to us today. You asked about memories of Eid, and that's how you kind of kicked off talking about this, really. Again, I think it's all about food, gifts, Eid, giving Eid,
monies,
especially when you're kids. money and you're just recycling that money with rishtedar.
Yeah, well,
Going round and round in
inflation
circles.
has made like a pound insignificant. It's like 5s, 10s, 20s.
What did you get as a child then? 50s?
No, just got pennies, mate. Pennies, pounds. And then obviously the next generation, they want 5s, 10s. Well, not even 5s now, just 10s and 20s.
Purple and pink notes.
Yeah.
Purple and pink notes, yeah, fair enough. So yeah, just kind of, I guess, is just spending time with family, gifts, food, spending time with friends, getting together. I know some people kind of get really kind of naughty, don't they, on Eid?
Oh, I don't want to judge, but I have seen some people go completely the opposite direction during these celebrations. Like even especially after Ramadan. It's like you see these people with their fasting, they become like the next coming of Dr. Zakir Naik, just in terms of showing knowledge and, I mean, be more preachy, and then afterwards they forget all about it and then they go out doing nightly activities, let's say. So that's where, you know, I just find it disappointing really when people don't really continue that energy. They only dedicate it for that month only because Satan or Shaitan is closed off, and we can just try and maximize as much good deeds as that is the belief anyway for those who are non-Muslims there listening.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. I mean, how did you find the mosque today and how packed it was, and trying to find the parking?
Oh, I mean, there's like 4 or 5 different times now. There's even one couple for dedicated for women.
Yeah.
Just because how much logistical nightmares it can be.
The community has really grown here anywhere where we are. So yeah, like the local mosque has sort of provided those
like 4
options.
mosques in the town.
Yeah, so it's really has grown.
No, I do notice like, even though they mention the times, it's like some family goes, "Oh, you're going to this one? Oh, can you take me to this one?"
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's always for me.
By the masjid.
For me, I would always try to like go to the earlier one because I think people get ready, take their time, tired from the last night because it's Jan Raat. So they get there maybe 9-10 o'clock.
Well, according to Christian, if some people might be getting there because they've been out doing some other stuff, and then they've got there.
Oh yeah, it's like during uni days. I still remember some of the Muslim kids going in Hummer limos.
I think he's talking about himself, really.
Oh no, trust me, I was a good boy.
Yeah,
You were just observing, yeah?
Yes, I was observing while I was walking back.
Whilst he's walking back from those places.
No, from my hostel, mate. From my flat.
No, that's fair
But
enough.
yeah, no, it's one of those funny ones, isn't it? Back in the days, and I guess now Eid is seen like more family time. It's trying to get to that equivalent to Christmas, and yeah, I think that more and more people are educated about it. I would hope so anyway, because of how long we've existed and how we interact with our non-Muslim friends. They're aware, so they wish us an Eid Mubarak as well. So that's nice to see.
Yeah, even like in these supermarkets, you got Eid decors and things like Eid cards, and that's really grown over the last few years. And
even Ramadan Mubarak as well.
Yeah,
Ramadan Kareem even.
Yeah, it's very much grown, and that's quite nice to see.
Yeah.
That there's sections within aisles that we can go to and grab local things.
Absolutely. Talking about that, like some shops, like not naming the bit, but the big supermarkets, they'll put like lots of discounts on, etc. Whereas some people, as we know, and they're shop owners, especially up in here, they just increase the price and double them because they know people have to buy the stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, like my family, they have a butchers, and every Eid al-Adha they have massive orders of livestock, all those big lambs, sheep, and cows, and you have to wear those aprons and then carry them, and then hopefully some of the organs don't fall out, and then you have to kick them up and back into the...
That's right. He's got experience in doing that, and obviously if you're paying more for your meat, etc., Chris is the reason why.
Spectrum service.
No, who knows, it might be more shrinkflation nowadays.
So you're not getting more or less for your money.
I mean, like talking about food then, what's sort of the food that you look forward to on Eid Day, or is there a traditional dish or something that your family always makes that you look forward to eating?
I mean, not sure about look forward to, but traditionally my mum would love to cook up some semia, so semolina with milk.
Nice.
In the morning with some nuts, pistachios and whatnot, and just eat that before we go to the masjid. And then after coming back from the mosque, then you go to everyone's houses, and then they have all these sweets and treats and what have you, and then you end up full when you go back to your own home, and then you're just digesting it, or you're meeting up with, I say, my cousins, my uncles, probably just helping out with, like, as I mentioned, the butcher stuff, and afterwards just chill, eat like normal big kebabs and naans and what have you, just anything roasted, I guess.
Yeah. What about you, Jazzy?
So for me, I think just a bit like Chris, is tradition is to make some sort of sweet dish. Like, I don't think in my household there's always a sweet dish that's made, but I think it varies from year to year. I think ras malai is kind of a good favourite of my family. I'm not a big fan of Asian sweets, by the way.
I mean, I don't really gravitate towards them naturally myself.
Yeah, but I do like sweets, but not Asian sweets as much. So Asian sweet stuff, but there's always either ras malai made, kheer, I guess sometimes is kheer. I think those are probably the two main ones. Semia, I guess. Also in that some they're all milk based, really, in essence. So anything kind of milk based, and you kind of open the day with eating that and going to the mosque, coming back eating more of that.
Yeah.
Greeting everybody in your family.
You look forward to hugging every Muslim brother after the masjid?
If I'm honest with you, I don't hug every Muslim brother, just about hug my own. And if I see you guys there, then yeah, you guys as well.
I mean, some of our cousins, they get a bit over the top, where they just want to do massive shoulder bumps on each side, or chest bumps, and lifting each other, just to show a lot of affection to one another.
Yeah.
What about you, Vinzi? Like, what food items are you looking forward to eating on Eid?
Well, it's quite similar to Jazzy. It tends to be the sweet dish. I think with my tradition, I tend to not eat anything before I go to masjid. It's just when I come back, then that's when I start eating.
Yeah. And then he continues throughout the whole day.
Overindulge, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the food item I sort of enjoy eating or like to see, it's not something that we have all the time, but it's like halwa puri.
Oh yeah.
Like, I just love it. Like, it's just so nice. So yeah, if that is made, that is the one I sort of enjoy. I do like Gajar Galava. I do like that sort of food.
Yeah, so like, you said like what food that I like on Eid, for me it's just like another day regarding food. Yeah. Because I'm quite fussy with my food, so it's not like I look forward to like a particular dish, but just traditionally that's what's made in my home.
Yeah,
I mean, for myself, with the food, I think I was a little bit fussy, but now that I've started to experience better taste, I guess.
You expanded your palate then?
Yeah, exactly. And like with halwa puri, I started to eat that quite recently. Kheer I've had recently.
Is that because your missus made it?
Yeah, pretty much. For the listeners, it's like he's newly married.
Yeah.
His missus is cooking those foods, so he can't deny that.
Got on point to my head.
Yep. You just had an epiphany. Oh, this all tastes good here.
Yeah, this is so nice.
I mean, like for Christmas, like I guess turkey is the meat to have.
Yeah.
Or roast chicken.
I mean, for Eid, is there something that you have? Is it?
I mean, my sister-in-law, who's English, she would make a roast, like roast potatoes, Yorkshire puddings, and whatnot. And
for Eid.
Yeah, it's just like her way of just celebrating it. So, I mean, I don't mind. It's just food is food, right? She just brings it over.
Variety.
Like even like bread sauce as well. Yeah, it's just like all the trimmings and stuff. It's still nice. It always has that festivity feel to it, that association. Obviously, being brought up in England, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, like I think it's probably the same for Christmas. Like we would like maybe take pakore samosa to a Christmas party because that's what we can bring to the table. So
samosas too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I say it's just a joyous occasion. Really, you just want to celebrate how best you can.
Yeah, but do we have like a traditional like Eid dish that most households probably make? Probably like some sort of rice or biryani of some kind. Maybe?
I'd love to know what the rest of the world.
Yeah, maybe we'll ask the listeners and they can kind of point in the comments of what is like a traditional Eid recipe or.
I want to hear from Indonesia, Malaysia, Turkey, Sri Lanka, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, everywhere you are basically celebrating. Love to hear your thoughts.
So basically every country in the world, basically.
Pretty much.
Wherever the Muslims are, just let us know.
I think there's even one Muslim in, was it Iceland or somewhere? Or?
Yeah, specifically them.
Yeah.
Anyone with online connection.
Yeah. And just coming to the Mates and Moments podcast. That'll be awesome. They just land here. They can let us know.
Yeah. That's fair enough.
I mean, like, so then growing up, when you're in your in your childhood of Eid, did you ever, did you receive Eid? How much did you receive? Was it generous, or any presents that you got that you remember? Anyone willing to share?
I never had a present. It was just all cash gifts.
It's all cash, yeah,
and
sure.
I say when I was young, it was the pound coins, the £2 coins. You'd be so lucky if an uncle or an auntie gave you a fiver.
But did you always keep it, or did you have to give it to your parents?
I gave it to my parents.
Yeah. It gets circulated, doesn't it?
It gets recycled around, doesn't it? Really.
And then they will give it to their nieces and nephews, your cousins,
Yeah.
and you will never see that money
It's
again.
pretty much what
But I
the
like
Bank
to
of
think it
England
went to my
does, right?
savings.
So, Vinzi,
What was that?
I like to think it went to my savings.
have you cashed in on it yet?
A little bit, maybe.
But he doesn't know. But I'd say that it's like the Bank of England. They always circulate money, don't they? So we're doing it in their local,
Yeah.
small size, granular size.
I think for me, I never got Eid as a child.
Oh.
I don't have a big enough family to do that. Just
No.
like my parents, my siblings, and that's it really. So never really got Eid, never really understood the concept of Eid. Only understanding more concept of Eid as I've got kids and my siblings giving my kids Eid. So that's quite interesting, and I guess the kids are kind of now expecting that and know that about Eid, and so their knowledge about Eid is kind of now embedded within that.
I mean, any presents then, if it wasn't money?
No, it was nothing. Like literally, like obviously you were talking earlier and you touched on it. How like things have changed and now it's become a bit more Christmassy, and you got decorations and stuff. And like when I was growing up, that didn't exist. Like, that was nowhere around. It was just Eid. It was just another day. Your parents would probably be at work.
Yeah.
Like they wouldn't even get time off.
So what's the going rate of Eid nowadays then? How much would you give a child?
Yeah, I think it's £10 to £20 per person.
Chris is more
Yeah.
experienced at
I've
this
seen
department.
so much family. But then one thing I thought touch upon, what was it like trying to get a barber's before Eid? Just trying to get trimmed up, get you nice clean clothes.
That's right.
Yeah,
Wow.
I mean, we're
That's
talking
what
about
I
money
hate.
here. It's just costing a lot, isn't it?
So
For
all that Eid goes to your haircut.
yeah.
I hardly have any hair myself anyway, so low maintenance here.
Yeah, well done, Chris, for admitting that.
So yeah, like the queues for Eid haircut is just crazy. It's long queues. I think the barbers expect it.
Yeah.
It's
they
a
offer
long
tea
day
as
for
well.
them as well.
They offer tea as well.
Yeah,
Some do.
It's a long wait, but it's worth it. You want to look your best. You want to wear your best clothes. Yeah,
Yeah, and I guess Islamically
Smell
as
good.
well, you're supposed to do that too. Wear your best clothes on Eid and stuff.
it's just funny how everyone's like lining up their beards
Yeah.
and things like that. Even if you got no hair on your head, you're lining up your beard.
And everyone's gonna have the same haircut.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the barbers are like so bored.
Yeah,
So what do you
side
want?
and
This yeah, just one. Yeah, skin
the one
fade,
like,
please, and
skin
the buzz,
fade, short
just
bun,
short on the
please.
top. Yeah,
Could I just have what he had?
yeah. Feel sorry for them, man. We need to explore
You
more
just take like a
hairstyles.
millimetre off.
That's what you're saying, Chris, isn't
The
it?
split ends, yeah.
Can you
Those split ends.
can you just trim this off,
Just
please?
blend it a little bit.
With what?
Yeah.
With the
Can
hair
you
that's
blend
on the
this with
floor.
with the skinhead of mine?
Yeah. Can you get a -1?
Oh gosh, yeah, that is a good one actually. There, the barbers before Eid is a nightmare. You have to really plan it, don't you? You have to really plan your haircuts. Like, it depends on how quickly your hair grows. Well, Chris's hair doesn't exist, so
Yeah, I mean, I'm just living vicariously through my son getting his haircut, really.
Is there jealousy or
No
envy?
jealousy, never. No, I always say, mashallah, mashallah. I'll never put evil omen on. But I said to him, it's genetic, mate, so
So
live
good
it-
luck.
good
He's
luck.
like giving
Enjoy
him
it
a
while you
warning.
can.
Enjoy it while you can, yeah.
He's
It's a
giving-
time bomb.
He's giving him a warning about it.
And then he gave me that look like, nah, don't say that.
And he's very, very young.
Yeah, I tease him, I
Yeah,
tease him.
telling him to do that. But yeah, you do have to plan it depending on how fast your hair grows and when you need to get it cut. Day before, on the day.
I mean, back when I had hair, I always try and be at half a grade lower, so then by the time it gets to Eid, and it's like
Yeah.
settled in.
That's fair. That's fair enough in terms of that. That's all good. And
I would just had to go with the skin fade on the side and back.
we're giving people the ideas of what all our haircuts look like.
Yeah, but then that's always a debate, isn't it, about the skin fade? But yeah, that's another topic.
Oh yeah,
another
Chris
day.
really likes to educate people on different religious matters.
Oh no, I just blabber on. I just
Yeah,
whatever's in my mind, whatever I hear, and just like to relay and share.
Oh gosh.
Think too much, by the way.
Yeah, and I guess like obviously as you do like to blabber on about religious stuff and whatever, like don't forget, as Muslims, there's a big part to give zakat, give charity during these kind of times as well. Like, we can have laugh and we can fun and joke, but it's fundamental for us to kind of do some of those things.
Yeah, even though Eid has like changed and become, I guess, more open to wider communities, the essence has always been the same. Like, there's always the tradition with it. Like you said, zakat is something which is part of our 5 pillars of Islam.
A drama in the household, like calculating the 2.5% or getting all the assets together, and
that's right.
They're trying to figure out, how much do we need to give? There's always that stress, or then who should we give it to? Should we give it to Pakistan? Should we give it locally here? It's like, it's very personal, but it's like you are essentially trying to give back to those who are in need, I guess.
Yeah, which is fundamental in
such
Islam.
An important part. Like, that also makes Eid as well. Like, remembering, the less fortunate than you are, and
being grateful for what you've got,
exactly,
and that the ability that you've got to give back.
Correct.
Is there, even though it's difficult right now in the UK anyway, but it's important to give back when you can.
I think it's even more important now to just be there for one another, no matter which side of the world you are, I guess, which corner you're in. So I think it even hits home more now with the current situation we're in 2025. I mean, one thing for sure though, there's always those Bollywood releases that you expect now, tradition.
Oh yeah, that's become a thing, hasn't it? Like every Eid there's a Bollywood film release that I think people do look forward to and look to see what's available.
I definitely do. I'm a big Bollywood fan. It's an important part of my life, I guess, for watching movies in terms of that. So yeah, I'm always looking forward to it. And traditionally speaking, Bollywood releases are all mostly set up for the Khans, to be honest.
Yep.
And mostly I think it's Salman Khan which releases his film on Eid Day. I think he has one of the Eid days, and maybe one of the other Khans or Akshay Kumar has another day, but there's always like a big film releasing on Eid. It's like a monumentous moment for them because they know they're going to get crowds in, they're going to get Muslim crowds in, and so...
Is that more bigger in India rather than here, or is there a...
I think it resonates here as well.
Yeah,
I think so, because if you think about it, like, most Muslims or people who celebrate Eid, they're going to have the day off potentially as well, whether it's from work or whatever. So and like we don't have a lot, or I don't have a lot of family, so you can kind of go to the cinema as a family and watch a movie together on Eid.
Yeah,
the industry can take advantage, I guess.
Leverage it definitely, because
it makes sense. Why wouldn't you? Like,
commerciality is there.
Exactly, is there, and obviously if they got like a Muslim guy in Salman or Shah Rukh kind of leading it, people love those actors.
Is it again like similar to like Christmas? There's Christmas releases,
Yeah.
Christmas movies,
correct? Yeah,
and things like that. So
Yeah,
that's
but- yeah,
what
but
they've leaned on there.
Yeah, I think they have, but like the Bollywood releases are not like Eid specific movies.
Yeah, because they don't. There's no themes there.
Like they're like films which are releasing on Eid, but they're not specific to Eid, if that makes sense.
I mean, is there but in those Eid releases, I think I'll ask you that question about your favourite one, but is there a link to Muslims in those movies? Because I guess Salman Khan is a Muslim himself.
He is.
The characters he plays or other people play has a Muslim influence?
I guess some might do, but majority really don't. Like I think most Salman Khan films, in essence, like do try and create like a connection between like Muslim and Hindus. So I think there's a conscious decision in terms of, I think Bajrangi Bhaijaan released on one of the Eids as well. So that's, he's playing a real Hindu character, but then you've got a Pakistani side to it as well, with Nawazuddin Siddiqui playing the reporter and that kind of connection with the little girl. And then you got like films like Sultan, which don't have a Muslim connection per se, I don't think.
Okay.
Right. Is it just for them to just release a big action blockbuster?
Yeah, I think it's releasing, like Salman Khan being one of the biggest Bollywood stars. Him being Muslim releasing on Eid, and I think he also like signposts that for him. It's like, this is my release. I'm putting a film out here, and no other actor touches that.
So you've named
territorial.
Yeah, it's just his.
You've named a couple of movies there.
Yeah.
I mean, are those one of your favourites? Any memorable ones from the past?
What, on just for Eid?
Yeah, just for Eid. Yeah,
Well,
Eid release films.
I guess those like kind of stand out. Those were quite good. I liked Salman Khan's Wanted for some reason. I did like that kind of action type movie. What was the other ones? He's done a lot of films, and it depends if you like his movies in essence. And obviously most of his films do well commercially anyway, because he's such a commercial actor. Yeah. But I don't know what you guys, if you've watched any of the Bollywood movies.
Was Dabangg one of them?
Probably. I think
one of the Dabangs.
I think it might have been maybe the first one, maybe.
Yeah. So I don't keep too much track of what I've watched in terms of Bollywood films.
Yeah,
what certain dates I am cognizant of them. I am aware of them, just not.
Because Chris is the religious one of the group, so that's why he stays away from movies.
Oh no, I say that I don't like to think I'm that dedicated compared to others. I'm not a scholar. Oh, Vinzi, what you got?
I don't think there's a music equivalent, is there?
A music equivalent? What? Eid music?
Or some nuts. Or some Gawalis, yeah?
I guess what have you been listening to on Eid?
Nothing fancy.
The shaitan is out, so he's listening just
been trapped in the net by shaitan.
He's watching some video and listening to some song, some sort of rapper or something. So yeah, he's doing something like that. That's Vinci for you. He'd be doing something like that.
Good old Vince.
Yeah, but I don't think there is a music equivalent from my experience. But please, listeners, again, chip in. You know, any favourite Bollywood releases that you really enjoy, that you really like, any themes that you've kind of noticed, any music that's kind of come out.
Or even any other leisure activities you do or need. Like, I'd love to hear other countries do something different, or even within the UK, does anyone have their own interesting traditions that no one else does?
I think there is one I've heard around our area.
What's that?
It's called Eid in the Park.
Oh yeah, Eid in the Park. Yeah,
so it's like a mela kind.
That's right.
Yeah, I think that really helps with like gathering, you know, extended family and also friends, and it gives you a central place that where you can all sort of meet up. So I think that's quite good.
Yeah, all those cupcakes and all those stalls for the desserts. I'm always eyeing them up.
Yeah, you're always hungry as well.
And I think they even sometimes have a little mini football cricket tournament, I guess, because there are some big fields there.
Yeah, that really turns him on.
I would say it's Eid.
That's his favourite bit.
Yeah,
that's what he loves. That's what he loves to do in terms of that.
Yeah, so we'd love to see how it goes, you know, for the rest of the year and next year, I guess.
Yeah, I guess like what have you guys got planned for the rest of your Eid day today?
Just meeting up with family really, and meeting up with you guys.
Yep.
I mean, it's not much. Just probably eat something, just reminisce, see what's on, just chat away, just like spend time. It's just downtime really for me.
I mean, the good thing about Eid is about, you know, it's like you can celebrate on multiple days. It's not just fixed on one day and that's it. You've got time. We've taken time off.
Because what is it, like 3 days?
Yeah, I mean that's
4 days.
4 days.
Yeah, that's from 6 to the 10th.
That's right, Chris, the religious scholar. Please educate us again.
No, don't put me there. Don't put me on that pedestal there, mate. I don't feel comfortable. I don't want to get those comments.
Jokes aside, but like, you know, in terms of like people who don't know, like how long is it? Is it like 3 days? Is it 4 days? Is it 5 days? Or 2 days?
I think it tends to be 3 days. Okay. I mean, obviously the small one is like one day, and then it depends how the kids want to go. Oh, Dad, can you just do it to this extra day, please, and just let the school know.
Yeah.
Call them, let them know.
See how gullible they are.
Yeah, because like, schools will have like some policy. You can only take like 1 day, I think. Yeah,
but hopefully, I think they should understand. I mean, there has to be some sort of compromise, but yeah, I say it's England, it's Christian Church of England, so I guess it's really down to them. If I see Jazzy's shaking his head like, nope.
No, there's only 1 day, and the only reason why I know because I have to apply for my kids, and the school said no, only 1 day, not allowed anymore. They have to be unauthorized absences.
Right.
But for our own annual leave, I always take 3 days for both feeds, to be honest, because I mean the one after Ramadan is, you know, after Ramadan it's tough. It's tough anyway, and you just want to start eating again and enjoy those 3 days, and then I'll take it off for Buddy Eid as well.
Yeah, I'm just looking forward. Well, I say sleep. Still got my daughter and still in her terrible twos, but I'd love to have less broken sleep. But yeah, that's one of them. But yeah, this one, you know, I just want to just relax, just stress bust, downtime.
Yep.
And then once I've recovered, then back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity.
So So yeah, I take time off from work as well whenever I possibly can. My work's pretty flexible with that, so that's all good. And same for you as well.
Yes, it is same.
That's
Just
fair enough.
plan to leave and then.
But yeah, so we can go on and on about this. I mean, we just want to go straight to the festivities. I think people are waiting for us now. But yeah, hope you enjoy yourselves, listeners who are celebrating Eid, and whoever aren't. We're more than happy for you to try and join in, get to know about the festivities, about the religion that is Islam, and yeah, hope you'll be a big whole happy family. You can still catch us on our socials like TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, and who knows, Patreon. But yeah, we'll all write that in all the captions. But yeah, this is me, Christian. I bid you adieu.
And this has been Sunny. Thank you everyone for listening, and Eid Mubarak.
Yeah, once again, Eid Mubarak, everybody. We're going to go and have some fun and have some food now. And thank you so much for listening. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy the rest of your Eid.
Farewell, Eid Mubarak from Vince.
Assalamu alaikum.